Weird 4th of July. I tend to, I don't know why, but it started out pretty normal. Like, it started out like everyone else's 4th of July, with breaking up with my girlfriend on a subway platform. And once I got above ground, I looked at my phone and I had 9 text messages. And that's usually something that you get either right before a breakup or like right after a breakup. You usually don't get 9 text messages during a breakup. Like, if I have a secret girlfriend that I was also disappointing, I don't know. So I looked at it, it was a casting person that found me online, and they had a job for me. And I could tell, reading the text and talking to the lady, that this was a white monkey job. A white monkey job. Yeah, I didn't come up with the term, but I'd heard about it for a while in China, where they hire white guys to lend prestige to events. They'll even have them like be the keynote speaker at industry function. They'll just read off the Wikipedia page. It sounded like a pretty cool gig. I didn't know they did them in America. Of course, my afternoon was now open, and I thought, hell yeah. All I had was an address, a time, and a dress code. So I show up, I'm looking good, and sure enough, it's just all Chinese people. It was a UN event. And I show up, and listen, I know they're not Japanese, so I'm trying really hard not to bow, but they're still really short, okay? I can't be going like, hey, what's your name, little guy? That's a bad look. So, of course, they sit me right front row center for this event. It's a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Forum. So there's a site in China, a project that's getting UNESCO recognition and funding, and they're holding a press conference in New York, right outside the UN, to for it. It's being live broadcast in China, and there's all this press here. I still have no idea what's going on, and I see 2 more clearly white monkeys coming in, just other guys in like suits that like, what is this? And I give them the white monkey nod, like, yeah, I don't know either. Let's just keep our mouths shut and keep our heads down and get the hell out of here. And so, the host comes up and she starts, and it's all being said through a translator to us, and it's kind of hard to follow. And they have diplomats and architects and businessmen come up, and they're all speaking through the translator. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm sort of nodding in and out of sleep the whole time, until the end, when the host, who I think is introducing the last speaker, is speaking, and the translation hasn't come through yet, and she's looking right at me, and I figure she's like introducing the guy behind me, and I don't want to be like the idiot who's like, ooh. And all these guys, they had these titles, and they had the prepared remarks, and then the translation comes through, and now it's a great honor to have a guy named Brian here, and I'm still like frozen, like there's like a glitch in the Matrix or something, like this isn't what is happening right now. And she's like looking right at me and like smiling, and I'm frozen, and the people clap, and then the clap dies down. I'm still just sitting there, and she says, she literally says this through the translator, let's see what this handsome guy has to say over here. After diplomats, after architects, after businessmen, and I'm still frozen. I don't move. And she literally comes down from the stage and like points the microphone at me and like walks it over and like lays it on my hand, which isn't even like open.
Oh my God.
And so, there's 2 types of people in the world: the one that would bullshit at a UN event during broadcast in China, and those that weren't. And I definitely would. So I went up there, mind blank. It's like a tractor beam is just pulling me up on stage. I have no idea what's going on. There's a big podium, and so I'm like, fuck. So I look, it's like UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Forum. All right, so world. So I've traveled the world, and the things that impress me the most is what brings us together rather than the things that bring us apart. Okay, cool. Cultural. Culture is the language of the community. Cool. All right. Heritage. Heritage is a story that communities tell in that language. All right. I'm doing good. Forum. I don't know. So let me just circle back. So, understanding your culture and your heritage equips you to handle the problems of today and tomorrow. And, for great culture has to not only stand the test of time, but also the test of space. And so if something can resonate with you across generations and across the world, and that means it's touched something deep inside of all of us that we all have in common. And that is something that we need today, now more than ever. And what is culture and what is history except the decisions we make every day as it relates to the people around us? So let's commit today to create a better culture and a better history. Thank you.
Woo!
Bars. I should have just thrown the microphone into the East River. Oh my God. Turns out all of the years of school of me bullshitting presentations and book reports had prepared me exactly for this one moment. And this is all being said through a translator, so I have to wait for the translator to say the last part. Rapturous applause. They have no idea who I am. I'm just a guy named Brian up there. That was the last speaker. And then after that, it was so bizarre. I sat back down and I literally wasn't sure if I had like nodded off and just hallucinated that or if it actually happened. But then after that, to close the event, they invite me back on stage and they have like a signing ceremony. So I'm up there, you know, as someone's signing something, I don't know. And it's like other diplomats up there and they're taking our picture. And then there's like we hold like a big Chinese scroll. And, and then, you know, after that, I have like a receiving line with like the, you know, the big banner and people are coming up and shaking my hand and, you know, having their picture taken with me. Businessmen are giving me their business cards, and that was the day I became a white monkey. Yeah. That's all I got, so let's keep it going.
Yeah!